From brand new credit cards to thousands of dollars worth of welcome bonuses offered during this month, October has a lot to offer the credit card community, and through this video, I hope to give you all some ideas of how you could actually take advantage of some sign-up bonuses this month. We're going to split these offers into 4 different categories, from beginner credit cards to mid-tier travel cards to luxury travel cards, and lastly, we'll talk about business credit cards. And to kick it all off, we're going to start with the beginner credit card section. The first pair of beginner credit cards that we need to talk about today are going to be the Chase Freedom Flex and the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Now, these cards have been on my list since the very beginning of this series, but this month they're actually more important than ever. As of the past couple of weeks or so, Chase has added new verbiage to their website talking about how this welcome offer is going to expire soon. And what that welcome bonus is going to be $200 or 20,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points after spending $500 in the first 3 months of card membership. On top of that, you're also going to be able to get 5% back at gas stations for the first year of having this card, up to $6,000 worth of spend. Now, valuing your Chase points at 1 cent per point when using them for cash back, that's going to give you a $200 value, of course, which is going to give you a 40% return on spend for this welcome bonus. But you can also value your Chase points higher, say at 2 cents per point if you transfer them out to travel partners, which is what I do. And if you value them in this way, then this welcome offer is going to be worth $400, which is an 80% return on spend. Just keep in mind that in order to transfer those points out to travel partners, you're going to have to get a Chase Sapphire branded card down the line, either the Chase Sapphire Preferred or Chase Sapphire Reserve. Now, besides the welcome bonus, we should talk about how these cards actually earn to see if you're going to get value from them in your wallet. So we'll talk about the Chase Freedom Flex first, which gives you 5% back on rotating quarterly categories, up to $1,500 worth of spend every quarter. And in quarter 4 of 2022, those 2 categories are going to be PayPal and Walmart. So it's going to give you 5x back on all travel booked through Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, 3x back on dining, 3x on drugstores, and 1x on everything else. Now, the Chase Freedom Unlimited, on the other hand, is going to be a very similar card, but instead of those 5x rotating quarterly categories, this card earns a flat 1.5% back on everything else. It also gets the 5x back on travel booked through Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, 3x on dining, and 3x on drugstores. If you're a beginner in the space and looking to get one of these cards as your first card, then I would watch the video I linked up here just to see which one is right for you. The next beginner card we're going to talk about is the Citi Double Cash. Now, the Citi Double Cash has a sign-up bonus of $200 after spending $1,500 on the card in the first 3 months of having it. Now, this cashback too is going to be rewarded to you in 20,000 Citi thank you points. So if you value those at 1 cent per point when redeeming for cashback, that'll give you a 13.33% return on spend. But if you transfer those points out to travel partners on a card like the Citi Premier card, you can value your points at about 1.8 cents per point, meaning that you get $360 worth of free travel. And that'll give you a 24% return on spend compared to that 13.33% return on spend when using them for cashback. Now, the way this card earns is really simple. It's going to earn 2x on every single purchase, 1x whenever you make the purchase, and 1x whenever you pay your credit card bill off. As I mentioned earlier, all the points that are accumulated with this card are going to be Citi's thank you points, including the welcome bonus. So if you want to get the most value from these points, you're going to want to get the Citi Premier card down the line and then transfer your points out to travel partners to get that upwards of 2 cents per point in value. If you're looking for a well-rounded catch-all card, then the Citi Double Cash is one of the most popular ones out there. I personally preferred the Chase Freedom Unlimited, but that's just me. Now we can go ahead and move into the mid-tier travel category of credit cards. And of course, for this category, we're going to have to talk about the 2 brand new cards on the market, one from Chase and one from Amex, those being the Marriott Bonvoy Bevy and the Marriott Bonvoy Bountiful. And for the sake of simplicity, both of these cards are going to earn in the exact same ways and have the same exact welcome bonus, just with 2 different lenders. The Marriott Bonvoy Bevy is going to be an Amex credit card, and the Marriott Bonvoy Bountiful is going to be a Chase credit card, which is a Visa. Both of these cards are going to offer you 125,000 Marriott Bonvoy points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months of having the card. With Marriott Bonvoy points being worth 0.8 cents per point, this is going to give you $1,000 worth of value. And that $1,000 that you earn is going to be a 25% return on spend. Being that these are mid-tier travel cards, they're both going to come with an annual fee, and in this case, they're going to have $250 annual fees. Now, the way these cards earn is actually pretty interesting. Both the Bevy and the Bountiful cards are going to earn up to 18.5x total points with Marriott. At least, of course, that's what the Bountiful card said on Chase's website, and they're both the same cards basically, so that's what I assumed. The way they earn 18.5x is going to be because you earn 6x on hotels through the Marriott Bonvoy program, 10x for being a Marriott Bonvoy member, and 2.5x with Gold Elite status, which comes with these cards. On top of that, you're going to earn 4x on dining, 4x on groceries, and 2x on everything else. Some of the benefits this card comes with is that it gives you a 1,000 point bonus per paid eligible stay directly booked with Marriott Bonvoy. It'll also give you 1 free night award after spending $15,000 in a year on the card. And this can be redeemed for a room with a 50,000 Marriott Bonvoy point value or less, which is worth about $400 valued at 0.8 cents per point. And of course, as I just mentioned, this card does come with Gold Elite status, which allows you to earn that additional 2.5x points on every eligible hotel purchase with Marriott Bonvoy. Now, I personally haven't made a dedicated video on either of these 2 brand new cards or the updated refresh to the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card, but if you'd like to see something like that, let me know down below. I just feel like everybody's already got their videos out there and it's a little bit saturated right now, and I'm sure you've already got the information, but if you want me to give you some of my opinions on it, let me know. Another great credit card in this mid-tier travel space case that needs to be talked about since it still has an elevated welcome offer is the Citi Premier card. This card is still offering an 80,000 thank you point bonus after spending $4,000 within the first 3 months of having this card. As I mentioned previously with the Citi Double Cash, if you value your points at 1 cent per point, by redeeming for cashback, that'll give you $800 worth of value, of course. But if you transfer your points out to travel partners, which you can do with this card, then you can get 1.8 cents per point, and that would give you a $1,440 value with this bonus. If you went the cashback route, that would give you a 20% return on spend, and if you went the travel partners route, that would give you a 36% return on spend. Now again, being that this is a mid-tier travel card, it's going to come with a $95 annual fee. And the Citi Premier card earns in the following ways. It earns 3x on restaurants, including takeout, 3x on supermarkets, 3x on gas stations, 3x on air travel, 3x on hotels, and 1x on all other purchases. And probably the most advertised perk of having this card is that you can get a $100 off on a single hotel stay of $500 or more once per calendar year through Citi's Thank You portal. So if you even just use that once a year, you'd effectively be getting paid $5 to keep this card without any of the other benefits that this card comes with. Now, taking a step up from the mid-tier travel credit card category, let's talk about the luxury travel credit cards. And of course, this week we need to start with the card that just got an update with Marriott's line of credit cards, and that's going to be the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card. The welcome bonus on this card is going to be 150,000 Marriott Bonvoy points after spending $5,000 in the first 3 months of having it. At a value of 0.8 cents per point with Marriott Bonvoy points, this welcome bonus is going to be worth $1,200. And the $1,200 of value for the $5,000 worth of spend is going to be a 24% return on spend. This card does come with a really hefty $650 annual fee, and the Marriott Brilliant card earns at the following rates. It earns up to 21x total points with Marriott, if I did my math correctly. That being the same 6x on hotels in the Marriott Bonvoy program, 10x for being a Marriott Bonvoy member, 5x with Platinum Elite status, which is double that of Gold Elite status that the Marriott Bonvoy Bevy and Bountiful cards come with, 3x on dining, 3x on flights, and 2x on everything else. The main perks that this card come with are first going to be a $300 dining credit that comes to you in the form of $25 per month statement credits at restaurants worldwide. On top of that, this card comes with a free night award every year worth up to 85,000 points, which if you do that 0.8 cents per point valuation with Marriott Bonvoy points will give you a $680 value from this credit, a $100 Marriott Bonvoy property credit at the Ritz-Carlton or St. Regis when booked directly using a special rate for a 2-night minimum stay. And to me, that's a pretty wordy benefit, but I guess $100 free is $100 free. Also, with this card being a luxury travel card, you're gonna get other perks like global entry or TSA pre-check, 25 elite night credits with Marriott, priority pass select membership, and other travel benefits. Again, this card did just get a big refresh and a big annual fee increase from its previous versions. If you'd like me to give you my opinions on it more in depth in a dedicated video, let me know. The next luxury travel card we're gonna talk about may kind of surprise you, and that's gonna be the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Now, right up front, I should say that in order to get this welcome bonus, you are gonna need a Chase login, so you'll have to have some Chase credit cards already. But the welcome offer on this card is going to be 70,000 points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months of having it. And I do believe that Ben Hedges mentioned this in a video in the recent past, so if you want to learn more about it, I'd check out his video on it. But if you value these points at 1 cent per point with cashback, that's of course going to give you $700 worth of value from this welcome bonus. But if you transfer your points out to travel partners, which you can do with the Chase Sapphire Reserve because it is a Chase Sapphire branded card, you can get 2 cents per point in value from it, meaning that this welcome bonus could net you $1,400 in value. If you redeem these points for cashback, then this welcome bonus would give you a 17.5% return on spend, but if you transfer them out to travel partners, it would give you a 35% return on spend. Now, the Chase Sapphire Reserve earns 5x on flights booked through Chase Travel, 10x on hotels and car rentals booked through Chase Travel, 3x on all other travel worldwide, and this is really broad, 10x on Chase dining, 3x on all other dining and takeout, and 1x on everything else. Now, this being a luxury travel credit card, this card comes with a $550 annual fee. But of course, it does come with some credits and benefits that offset that, starting with a $300 annual travel credit reimbursed to you as statement credits on basically all travel purchases. So this credit is really easy to use and take advantage of, which automatically knocks down that annual fee to effectively $250. On top of that, you can also get 50% more value when booking travel through Chase Ultimate Rewards Portal with this card. So even if you don't transfer your points out to travel partners and want to use the Chase Travel Portal instead, you'll still get a 50% point boost increased on all the points you have in your account, as long as you transfer them to this card and use that for the booking. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, you can transfer these points out to travel partners for even more value than you get through Chase Ultimate Rewards Portal, but it's also good to have that. This card also comes with primary car rental insurance, which is a pretty big deal for these travel cards, I guess. And it also comes with Visa Infinite benefits and other travel related benefits that you can read up on online. And of course, the next luxury travel card we need to talk about is going to be the tried and true Amex Platinum card. Now, as of the time of recording this video, you can still use Resy.com to get a 125,000 point sign up bonus when spending $6,000 within 6 months of having the card. And on top of that, you'll get 10x back per dollar spent at restaurants worldwide on up to $25,000 worth of spend. spend within the first 6 months of having the card. And that's just one of the sign-up bonuses this card comes with. You can also still get referred or get targeted for a 150,000 Amex membership reward point offer if you prefer to do that instead of getting the statement credits back on restaurants. And to value these points in this video, I'm going to value all of Amex's points at 2 cents per point, since you never want to actually use your Amex points for cash back unless you have a Charles Schwab version of the Amex Platinum card, in which you can redeem your Amex membership rewards points at 1.1 cents per point when using your brokerage to do so. But if you don't have that card, then you have to redeem cash back at 0.6 cents per point, which is just not worth it. So for the sake of this video, we're going to consider you transferring your points out to Amex's travel partners for 2 cents per point in value. With that first offer again giving you 125,000 Amex membership rewards points, that's going to be $2,500 worth of value in free travel. And that alone is going to give you about a 41.67% return on spend. But if you did spend $25,000 on restaurant purchases within the first 6 months of having this card, that's going to give you an additional $2,500 worth of value. So in total, that's going to give you $5,000 worth of value from this welcome bonus. Now, if you went with that referral bonus instead and got 150,000 Amex membership rewards points at 2 cents per point, that will give you $3,000 worth of value, which is a 50% return on spend initially. However, if you do spend a lot of money at restaurants, you might be able to get a lot more value from the Resi offer if you use it wisely. Now, with these amazing welcome offers, you got to think that there's probably a pretty high annual fee on this card. And of course, there is a $695 annual fee with the Amex Platinum. And the way this card earns is going to be 5x on every dollar spent on purchases made with airlines or with American Express Travel, 5x on hotel and airline booking made directly with American Express's travel website, and 1x on every other purchase. Now, on screen right now, I'm going to be scrolling through a lot of the credits that this card comes with, but in general, this card comes with a total of about $1,600 worth of monthly credits and annual credits that you can use to get a ton of value out of this card, but I wouldn't expect to get the full amount of value that I just mentioned. I think about half of that, $800 or so, is pretty reasonable to get from this card every single year if you use it responsibly. But please don't FOMO into this card. This is a thing that a lot of people do, and then they realize that, oh wait, I actually don't need to use all of these credits, so I'm just wasting money every year, and I don't want that to be you. Now let's take a big pivot away from those personal credit cards we've been talking about and move into the business credit cards. The first business credit card we're going to talk about is the Barclays Hawaiian Business Airlines card. Now right now, this card is coming with an 80,000 mile welcome bonus and $99 statement credit after spending $2,000 in the first 3 months of having the card. Now this card does come with a $99 annual fee, but of course in the first year with that statement credit, you can offset that right away. With Hawaiian Airlines miles being valued at around 1 cent per point, that's going to give you, of course, $800 worth of value from this welcome bonus, plus the $99 statement credit, bringing it to a total of $899 in value in the first year of having this card. With that amount of value, that's going to be a 45% return on spend. Now this card earns 3x on all Hawaiian Airlines purchases, 2x on gas, 2x on dining, and 2x on office supply stores, and then lastly 1x on everything else. In addition to that, this card can earn 20,000 miles after spending $50,000 to $99,999 on this card in a membership year. And if you want to spend even more money than that, if you spend more than $100,000 on this card, you can get 40,000 miles. This card also comes with a one-time 50% off companion discount for a round-trip flight in coach between Hawaii and North America on Hawaiian Airlines. Now I've actually never met anybody personally with a Hawaiian Airlines card, but it is a pretty interesting welcome offer, so I thought I'd mention it nonetheless. The next business credit card we're going to talk about is the Bank of America Alaskan Airlines business card. Right now, this card comes with a 70,000 mile welcome bonus after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months of having it, and in addition to that, you can get into companion fare from $121 every year on any flight with Alaska Airlines through their website. Now with Alaska Airline miles being really valuable at 1.8 cents per point, you can get $1,260 worth of value from this welcome bonus. But with that value alone, you'll get a 32% return on spend. The annual fee on this card is broken up into a little bit of a different way, and it's actually going to be $50 per company and $25 per card for business level earning plan, or $0 per company and $75 per card. The way this card earns is going to be 3x on all Alaska Airlines tickets, vacation packages, and cargo purchases, and 1x miles on all other purchases. So of course, it's going to be a really simple card to use. The main benefit that's going to come with this card is that $121 companion fare ticket. And to my knowledge, what that means is that if you have a companion flying with you, no matter where you're traveling, you'll be able to get that second ticket for just $121. So if you're flying somewhere for a really expensive price, then that's going to be a pretty good value from this card. And in addition to that, you also get 1 free check bag for yourself and up to 6 other free check bags for anyone on your reservation. Alaska Airlines miles are pretty hard to come by, so if you're looking for a good welcome offer, this may be the one for you. If you're like me and you love to hunt these welcome bonuses and keep on applying for new cards, responsibly of course, you'll probably need a way to organize all of those welcome bonus spins and the cards that you have opened. Now for me, my app of choice is going to be Max Rewards, and no, this isn't sponsored, but I did make a full breakdown of that app to see if it's actually going to be worth it for you that you can watch here next. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.